and welcome to part 3 of HTML Level 1, where we discuss how to create a list in HTML. A lot of times you want to get your information on your HTML page organized, and one way to do this is with a list. And HTML has two main types of lists. That's an ordered list and an unordered list. And we can actually then add list elements to each of these types. Let's get started by jumping to the Atom text editor in our browser. Alright, here I am with my Atom text editor open, and I have right now just the simple basics.html document we've been working with, and I've deleted everything but left one heading 1 that says lists on it. Let me first show you how to create an ordered list. Now an ordered list is numbered, so you can see number 1, the first item, number 2, the second item, etc. So to start off with an ordered list, you just type OL, and then you can click enter here, and Atom text editor will automatically create the opening tag and closing tag for you. And then inside of this ordered list, you're going to have list elements. If I save this and then refresh my page, you'll notice nothing's actually changed. So I do have an ordered list there, but with no elements in it. To create a list item or a list element, it's just li to be your tag, and then whatever you want in there. So in this case, we'll just say first item. Going to save that and refresh this, and I see now I have my one first item. And let me zoom in here a little bit. I'm just going to do Control plus to zoom in on this HTML so we can see it a little better here. So here's my first item, and as I continue to add list elements into this ordered list, such as my second item, save this and refresh the page, you can see here that they are numbered. And this will continue on as long as I just keep adding items into this actual list. So third item there, refresh, and here we can see the numbering. Now later on with CSS, you can actually change the numbers if you want to use something like Roman numerals, etc. But this is the very basic default of an HTML ordered list. Now a lot of times you actually don't want to number things, you just want some sort of bullet point. And if you want that, then what you're looking for is an unordered list. And to create an unordered list, you use the tag UL for unordered list. So UL, I'll hit enter there. It creates the opening and closing tags for me. And now as I add list items, we'll say bullet 1 here, add another item here, we'll say second item, and you can really add whatever text you want here. We'll do li enter here, and then we'll say third item. I'm going to save this and refresh, and now you see I have an unordered list where there is no number, but everything is just a bullet point. And that's the main difference between an ordered list, OL, and an unordered list, UL. And the last thing I want to cover quickly here is a nested list. So you can actually nest lists inside of each other. And you can nest an ordered list inside of an unordered list or vice versa. Let me show you an example of this. And I'll show you kind of an extreme example of nesting lists. So you usually won't see that many lists nested into each other, but I just want to show you this so you can get an idea of what's possible. So here's an ordered list, and I'm going to have two items in it first. Item 1, and then item 2. And I'm just using the autocomplete there with enter to make that a little quicker. So here's item 1, here's item 2, and they're numbered because they're inside an ordered list. And now I'm going to put an unordered list. Inside of these ordered list tags, I put in that unordered list, which means if I add some new list elements, they'll be inside. So I'm just going to say something like I'm nested inside for that list item. And here I'll make another list item that says also nested, exclamation mark. We'll save that, refresh this, and we can see here that with that nesting, we also get an extra indentation so HTML can show that this is nested inside of this list. So if we wanted to, we could say item 1, item 2, and then we could say these are like sub-items of item 2 that is an unordered list. And we can actually keep going with this. So if you wanted something further nested in, we could put an ordered list in there and then say something like, whoa, I'm really nested, exclamation mark. And let's emphasize this by putting some of this in bold. So remember that we have the strong tag to put something in bold, and I'm going to put whoa in there. There we go. Now let's save that, refresh this, and we can see here item 1, item 2, we have this nested unordered list, and then whoa, I'm really nested there. So that's just a very quick example of nesting lists. We're not going to do it too often in the course, but I just want you to be aware of the ability to do that. Alright, so that's really all there is for lists themselves. It's a pretty basic topic. Remember, you essentially have this OL for ordered list and UL for unordered list, and then inside of either of these, every item in that list is going to have an LI tag for a list element. Okay, thanks everyone, and I will see you at the next lecture.